Hello, Dr. LaJoyce Brookshire coming to you with what you need and why. And right now I feel like a cool treat. Yes, and my favorite cool treat is ice cream, but not the kind you think. It is banana ice cream made from scratch. Oh, you can do this. It is so incredibly easy, and I'm about to show you how right now. First of all, here's my giant bag of frozen bananas, and all you do is take 2 frozen bananas and place it in your blender. I gotta wash my finger in there, put that in there the wrong way, and there you are. That's one. I chopped it up a little bit because I didn't want it to be too large, but these are some giant bananas. This is gonna make a nice double dose to put in the freezer for later. And next, put a generous squirt of vanilla, I like to call it. A nice, can you see what I'm doing? A nice generous squirt of vanilla. That makes all the difference in the world, I tell you. And next is almond milk. Remember, our urban black vegan told us to change out one thing if we're going to change our diet, and to change out the cow milk for a nut milk. So our whole household has converted to almond milk, and we just put that in, and believe it or not, that's all she wrote. I want to thank the Minister of Wellness, Nathaniel Jordan, for this recipe, and I have hacked it because I add the vanilla. They didn't do that. And wait till you see later what I'm going to do. I'm going to put in some cacao chips to satisfy my chocolate Jones. Yes, 65% cacao chips, the bitter dark cacao chips. They are so yummy, and some walnuts. Put that on last, and I'm gonna put it right here in my bowl. See how many, this is how we eat walnuts in our house. Yeah, in a BPA free container. And I'm gonna let this blend, and on this blender, this wonderful Ninja here, it has an ice cream component, and all I have to do is push the ice cream one, and it comes out like ice cream. You watch and see. Hold on. It's loud, and I know it is, but the banana is so awesome, so good if you load it with vitamin C, man. And everyone needs at least one. At least one. I don't care how you get it in your ice cream. Eat it by yourself. Love it. Going to pause that for a minute because I'm going to open it up and throw in my cacao chips, and wait till you hear this little crunch, crunch, crunch. Yeah, I love that sound. That's ripping the cacao chips. I don't like it just a little crunch on it. And that's it, that's all. Watch this. This is the best thing ever. Bananas also have vitamin B6, which is vitally important to our development. And we know that bananas also help produce our red blood cells and help us to metabolize carbohydrates. That is what they're known for. Look at this. See that? Look at that. That comes out. Look at that. Like soft serve. Like soft serve. I'll put them in a minute. And then I put right on top. That is so good. I can't wait to get into this. I have wanted this sweet, creamy treat for the last couple of days, and I thought this time I was going to show it to you all. Look at that. Just like soft serve. I think I'll leave it up here so you can see. And then I put the walnuts on top. And there we have homemade banana ice cream with cacao chips and walnuts on top. Let me tell you something. Do your body a favor. The cacao chips are excellent for you. Look at all the things. They are packed with fiber. They're loaded with antioxidants, and they have lots of magnesium in them. And this is a good nighttime treat also because it has the potassium and the magnesium. And we know that bananas are loaded with potassium, and the potassium helps to keep away those leg cramps that could occur at night. And if you are diabetic, though, you should only have probably half of banana a day or one banana a day, depending on what your blood sugar levels are. But if you're not, have at it with those bananas. They are so good for you. They also help to alleviate constipation. Yep, you know how I feel about that poop, and we're going to do the scoop on poop. That's vitally important to our health. And it helps also with stomach ulcers, stomach upset, and anything that's gastroenterological. So we know that the digestion is very important. It helps to ease heartburn as well. And I'm just going to take a nice tablespoon here. Look at that. So good. And this has kept me away from my favorite ice cream. I won't call the brand name, but I will say that they make one. It's called Vanilla Swiss Almond. So if you know what brand makes that, you know what I'm talking about, shout me out below. I mean, because that was truly an addiction of mine. I am happy to report that since I found this recipe, all summer, I didn't wait. All summer, I didn't mess around with Vanilla Swiss Almond because I got my little nut in here. I have my little cacao chip in there. It satisfies every single thing. It has the same amount of creamy. You can also put this in the refrigerator and scoop it out later. And this is a little much for me to eat at one time, and so I'll save half for tomorrow. It's a really good option. And you know what? Guess what? You can do this with any fruit. Half a cup of almond milk, a little bit of vanilla. Where'd it go? It's around here somewhere. A little bit of vanilla, and 2 frozen bananas, or probably a cup and a half of the fruit of your choice. And boy, is this some kind of good. Even if your blender does not have an ice cream function on it, push the smoothie function, or just push the timer, blend it on high. I've had to do that, blend it on high until you get the consistency that you want. Then throw in those cacao chips. Like, even if you don't like cacao chips, excuse me. So good. But even if you don't, try the cacao chips. And it's not overly sweet. And the cacao chips are better for you than chocolate chips because they have fiber and they're good for your health, and they have the magnesium also. Happy eating, you all. What you need and why. Check out that banana ice cream for yourself. God bless you. See you tomorrow.